Hello, my name is Edeline Del Valle, and thanks for watching my presentation for today. Well, let's start. I'm kind of smiling because it's our last assignment or your last week of our online classes. I'm excited, and I bet you are excited too. Excited for a start next year, let's say meeting new classmates, new instructors, or new courses. Well, that's when I start asking this question. Let's just go back for the first time when you decided to say, you know what, let's see how online class is going to be rather just go to a face-to-face interaction with the instructor. Let's go for that time, for that day, and let me ask a question. What prompted you to decide to go for the online classes? Let me ask another question. Let's go back to that same time when you start going to online classes and name three students and two instructors that you had that building relationship with them, that you remember their names, you remember the families and everything else. Well, that's what my presentation is about. So I'm going to be talking about online versus face-to-face course. The reasons why you and I chose to go for the online classes, the issues that we have with the online classes, and probably some ideas that me as a student can kind of help instructor or a classmate or a college to help us as student. According to the US today, they researched students just like you and I, and they're saying that every single year 2.3 million of students decide to go for the online classes. Out of the 2.3 million, 42% of these students, they go for they live nearby of the campus. So that made me think about it. So why we decided for the online? So that question was asked, I questioned myself too. What prompted me to decide for the online classes? So let's just talk about some of the reasons that students like you and I decided to go for the online classes rather than to go for the face-to-face interaction. So Richard Serling, he's a professor for the online professor for the Arizona University. He stated there are 5 reasons why students like you and I decide for the online classes, and here are the reasons. Probably you're going to see one of them, you're going to see, yes, that's me. So the first one is the one that scored the most, which is flexibility and convenience. So flexibility, we all have to work, full-time students, or you're a mother, or your grandmother, your father, and that flexibility of taking the class anywhere you are and just graduate is very big in reason for us to decide for the online classes. The cost of gas, going to the school and coming back, cost of the tuition. Universities and colleges, they don't have to spend so much money in employees because we have more, they don't have to have a bigger building. So the tuition gets more cheaper than compared to the ones, the face-to-face interaction. Global reach, what that means is pretty much that you can go anywhere, any state, and you still can take that online class with you. Internet skills, you're required to learn be savvy with the internet skills. That's something that did not work for me. And the last one is the social intimidation. I was kind of researching people that was around my area at work, and interesting to know that people are so shy to go to a face-to-face interaction class, so they prefer to go for the online classes. So the social intimidation is a big in order for us to choose or make that selection between going for the online to the face-to-face interaction class. So, well, let's just put it this way. We have all the benefits to going to online classes, but we decided from the face-to-face interaction to the online classes. So let's say are all advantages of going to online classes? Well, that's what I'm here for. The same professor, Richard Serling, he stated there are also 5 reasons or 5 issues that comes when decided for the online classes. So we're going to go by one. No face-to-face meeting. Did you remember that question when I asked you? If you remember 3 classmates or 2 instructors that you really had that building relationship with. Honestly, for a year and a half that I've been taking online classes, I don't remember any of my classmates, and none of all the instructors. I wish I could have that face-to-face meeting because I'm a visual learner. So for me to learn better is for me to look at face-to-face to the professor and see the gestures or hand gestures that the professor or the instructor or the teacher was making. So I kind of the intonation of the voice, so that face to face, it kind of gives to them the probably a probability that they see that I'm understanding what they're saying. The face to face doesn't have that online, so if something is an issue for the online classes. The second was no group project, so you don't have that relationship with your classmates, so that's why probably you don't remember your none of the classmates' name. The third one is academic dishonesty. So meaning that when you have an assignment and you have 5 pages or 5 chapters to read, 5 chapters to read of a thick book, let's say the anatomy, you're probably going to read or skim read through the book, and in order for you to pass that class. So you're not going to be concentrating on learn the material but just passing the class. So that's when plagiarism comes in order, on the online classes. The volume of homework. So when you go to face-to-face interaction, so you're just there, you're reading the chapter together, communicating with the professor, you have your homework, you have your assignment, you're done. Pretty much you're done. Online classes, pretty much you're going to be every single day working one assignment, rather just getting 1 day or 2 days or 2 hours or 4 hours out of the week and get the homework done. And the last one is the speed and meditation. The speed is you probably is a faster, just get the assignment done at the beginning of the week and pretty much you're done for the rest of the week. But as you notice, you have to go back to the classmates that are put for you to have that interaction. You gotta look what they're doing, their work, and giving your opinion. So some students are right away just get it done, and some students just leave for the last day of the week, and you have to stay the last day of the week when you're pretty much almost done, waiting for that to read what they're, to kind of criticize or talk about their assignment. Well, so here we talk about the reasons we chose the online classes and some issues that comes with the online classes. So let's talk about some ideas that we could suggest that professors, colleges, they can incorporate to help us, students that goes for the online classes. Well, the first one is the idea is like me, I'm a visual learner. So for me, if a professor asks me to read 5 chapters of a book and there's 120 pages each chapters, I'm probably gonna read and try to understand. And but here's some ideas that can help me as a visual learner to really understand what I'm learning. So the first one is a PowerPoint presentation. So why not just have a professor just prepare each chapter? Oh, shh.